here you see from starch also we can prepare this glucose. Okay. You know the general formula of this starch or general formula of this polysaccharide is C6H10O5N. Okay. So this is the general formula. So this starch upon hydrolysis will give a large number of glucose units. Okay. So here you see, when you treat this starch with dilute HCl or dilute H2SO4 at a temperature of 393 Kelvin and 2 to 3 atmospheric pressure, okay, when it is hydrolyzed, it will give a large number of glucose units. Okay, so it will give n molecules of C6H12O6. This is nothing but glucose. This is glucose. Okay. So these are the methods for the preparation of glucose. Okay. So the next topic that we are going to discuss about the structure of glucose. So next you see structure of glucose. We know the molecular formula of glucose is C6H12O6. Okay, and its structure can be drawn. You see here I am drawing the structure CHO bond CH2OH. Okay, so here you see R L R. Okay, so here we have hydrogen. Okay, so here you see you can determine the position or you can put this hydroxyl group. Okay, based on this technique RR LR means right left right. Okay, right left right. Okay, so here you see this carbon, all these carbons are chiral carbon. Now one question may arise in your mind, sir, what is chiral carbon? Chiral carbon means the carbon which is attached with 4 different groups. We know the valency of this carbon is 4. Now if this carbon is attached with 4 different groups, okay, then this carbon will be called as chiral carbon. This will be called as chiral carbon. Okay, if it is attached with 4 different groups, then it will be optically active. It will be an asymmetric molecule. Okay, and this is called chiral carbon. Okay, so here you see all these carbons are chiral carbon. Okay, and this is the structure of glucose. Now if you see the structure, you can see that in the structure of this glucose it contains one aldehyde group. Next you see it contains 4 2-degree alcoholic group. You see here COH, OH. Okay na? And all these carbons, these are 2-degree carbon. Okay na? So we have 4 number of 4 2-degree alcoholic group. Okay, alcoholic group. Now many of you may be confused that how it is 2-degree alcohol. You see here, if you consider this carbon now, the OH group that is attached to the carbon is attached to 2 carbon. Okay, you see here this is OH group is a functional group. Okay na? And this OH group is attached to this carbon, and this carbon is directly attached to 2 carbon. If the OH group attached to carbon is attached to any 2 carbon, then this will be called as 2-degree. If it is attached to 3 carbon, then it will be called as 3-degree. Okay, so that's why this is 2-degree. Now if you consider this one, here OH group is attached to this carbon, and this is attached to another carbon, so it is also 2-degree. This is also 2-degree. Okay, so it contains 4 2-degree alcoholic group. And here you see we have CH2OH. This CH2 group CH2OH is a 1-degree alcoholic group. 1-degree alcoholic group or 1-degree alcohol group. How it is 1 degree alcohol? Here you see this OH group is attached to this carbon, and this carbon is attached to only one carbon. That's why this is 1 degree. Okay. So here you see here it contains one aldehyde group, 4 2 degree alcoholic group, and 1 degree alcoholic group, primary alcoholic group. This पूरा secondary alcoholic group, and this is aldehyde group. Okay. So this is the structure of glucose. Okay. And this structure of this glucose, this was proposed by Baer. Okay. And it contains 4 chiral carbatoms. 4 chiral carbatoms, and if any molecule contains chiral carbatoms, they are optically active. Okay. So it will form, this glucose molecule will form 2 to the power n optical isomers. 2 to the power n optical isomers. What is the value of n, or what is n? This n is nothing but this chiral carbon. Now see, in case of this glucose units, how many chiral carbons are there? You see 1 2 3 4 chiral carbons are there. Okay. So its value will be 2 to the power 4, means it will form 16 isomer, 16 optically active isomer. It will form 16 optically active isomers. Okay. So this is the structure, all about the structure of this glucose. Okay. Now how we can confirm that? How we can confirm this glucose contains aldehyde group? This glucose contains 2 degree alcoholic group. It contains 1 degree alcoholic group. How we can confirm it? Okay. So the structure and this functional groups can be determined. Okay, na? Or with the help of various tests. Okay. So that's why we are not going to discuss in our today's class. We will discuss the presence of this functional group, how this presence of this functional group can be tested or can be determined. Okay, na? That we will deal in our next class. Okay. So for today's class, up to this. Okay, na? So far in our today's class, we have discussed about monosaccharides. Okay, na? Various examples, aldoses and ketoses. There are various examples we have discussed. Okay, na? After that, we have discussed about glucose. Okay, na? Glucose, importance of glucose. Okay, na? And after that, we have discussed about the preparation of glucose. From sucrose we can prepare glucose. From starch we can prepare glucose. Okay, na? And after that, we have discussed about the structure of glucose. Okay, na? So for today's class, up to this, in our next class, we will be discussing about the determination of this functional groups. Okay, na? How these aldehyde groups and alcoholic groups can be determined in a glucose unit. Okay, so that will be in our next class. So thank you everyone. So we will meet in our next class. Thank you.